We move on to the concluding remarks about symbolic interactionism. So we see that one important theory which, let's say, dominates the whole of this approach is the Mead's theory. Okay, that's interactionism जो मीड ने दी है उसको फौकियत हासिल है. So we see that his theory has been given, let's say, primacy and priority in the social world. So it is out of the social world, okay, that consciousness, the mind and the self and other things emerge. So he has given, I think, a lot of importance to, let's say, society, and that's what his let's say book's title shows. That's a mind, self, and society. So symbolic interactionism, ठीक है, उसकी theory है, an important theory, और उसका अपनी, let's say, image उस theory का है, significance है, लेकिन इसको बहुत एंगल से इसको क्रिटिसाइज भी किया गया है, इस अप्रोच को क्रिटिसाइज किया गया है, और वो क्रिटिसिज्म कुछ इस किस्म की आ रही है. द मेन स्ट्रीम ऑफ सिंबॉलिक इंटरैक्शनिज्म हैज रेडिली गिवन अप टू कन्वेंशनल साइंटिफिक टेक्निक्स. ओके, सो जस्ट बिकॉज द कंटेंट्स ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस आर क्वालिटेटिव डज नॉट मीन दैट देयर एक्सटीरियर एक्सप्रेशन कैन नॉट बी कोडेड, classified and counted. So we see that एक क्रिटिसिज्म का ये हिस्सा है कि साइंस जो साइंटिफिक अप्रोच है, जिसको ये विच इज़ बेसिकली क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच, जिसको ये लेट्स से अपोज किया इन्होंने या कर रहे हैं, तो इनका कहना है, इस क्रिटिसिज्म का पहला पॉइंट यही है कि साइंस एंड सब्जेक्टिविज्म आर नॉट म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव, दे overlap, they can support each other. That's the kind of thing which we could see in terms of mixed methods approach. Secondly, so there is a vagueness of essential Meadian concepts such as mind, self, I and me. अब उसको क्रिटिसाइज किया जा सकता है और कहना यह है कि probably ये ऐसी प्रोपोजिशंस हैं जिनको मेजर करना मुश्किल है, इनको ऑपरेशनलाइज करना है मुश्किल है, बिकॉज दिस क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच lays lot of emphasis on the measurement of the concepts, on the development of indicators for measuring the level of the particular, let's say, variable. So that is again an important point. Third one, symbolic interactionism has a tendency to downplay or ignore large-scale social structures. ये तो है, मैक्रो लेवल की बात ही करते हैं. तो उनका कहना यह है that the concept of social structure is necessary to deal with the incredible density and complexity of relations through which episodes of interaction are interconnected. So large scale structures are necessary, उसमें groups भी बहुत आते हैं. It minimizes the effects of social structure and impact of macro organizational features of society on the behavior of the individuals. So that is the third point. The fourth one is the symbolic interactionism is not sufficiently microscopic. और इसमें कुछ पॉइंट्स ढूंढे हैं जिनको आप कह रहे हैं कि it ignores the importance of factors such as the unconscious and emotions. So it ignores the psychological factors such as the needs, motives, intentions, and aspirations. So psychological factors might force the individual to act in a different way. और वहाँ पर हो सकता है, कहने की बात यह है कि thinking ability may not work. So symbolic interactionism has moved in a decidedly micro direction. So it is in contrast to at least the implications of the more integrative approach जो कि मीड ने दी अपनी उस किताब के हवाले से माइंड, सेल्फ एंड सोसाइटी की बात हो रही है. So symbolic interactionism has grown in a different line in a new post-Blumerian age. So it is argued that Blumerian theory always had an interest in macro level phenomena. So there is an ongoing effort to synthesize the symbolic interactionism with ideas which have been borrowed, derived from other theories. So that's where we see that mixed kind of approach is emerging. So the new symbolic interactionism has come up, cobbled a new theory from the pieces which they may have, let's say, collected from different theories. So we see that there is going to be some kind of combination between micro and macro. So they are trying to redefine, in that framework they are even trying to redefine Mead's ideas which have at the moment been considered at the micro level.